Hey everyone, I'm Cookie Brothers with FCF International, and we believe no one should do ministry alone. You know, here in our offices, we have some team cultural values, and there's one that really speaks to me really deeply, and that is this. We are intentional about growth. We relentlessly pursue constant learning, growth, development, and improvement. We're not afraid to make mistakes. We learn from others and from our challenges and successes. You know, our team is made up of 4 generations of folks, and we all learn from, glean from, value, and respect each other for our differences, and sometimes despite our differences. You know, we've learned to have the emotional intelligence to hold on to ourselves, our individuality, while celebrating the other generations and learning from them. You know, it's not always easy, and sometimes there are some tensions that we have to resolve, but because we hold to this team cultural value, we work at it. We want to do ministry together. You know, unity isn't always about agreeing on everything. Unity is also about celebrating our commonalities and our differences. That's community. We believe in community. You know, families are a great example of this same kind of thing. And I know you've probably heard this story, but it's such a great example of the point I'm trying to make today. So I'm going to share it with you again. One day after school, a young girl noticed that her mom was cutting off the ends of a pot roast before putting it into the oven to cook for dinner. And she'd seen her mom do this several times before, but she just never asked her why. So this time she asked her, and her mom said, "I don't know why I cut off the ends. It's just what my mom always did. Why don't you ask your grandma?" So, of course, she calls her grandma. And on the phone with her grandma, she says, "Grandma, why do you cut off the ends on the pot roast before cooking it?" And her grandmother replied, "I don't know. It's just what my mom always did. It was just the way she did it, the way she cooked it. Why don't you call and ask her?" So the girl is undeterred. She calls her great-grandmother, who's living in a nursing home, and asks her the same question. "Why do you cut the ends off of the pot roast before cooking it?" And her great-grandmother did not reply, "I cut off the ends of the pot roast because that's what my mother did." And she didn't say that it makes the meat juicier. No, she said, "When I was first married, we had a very small oven, and the roast didn't fit in the oven unless I cut the ends off." Methods change, and learning from each other helps us do ministry well. Not just because that's the way I always did it, or it's what my pastor did, so I do it too, but choosing to glean from those among us who are asking questions and finding better solutions. God gives us gifts, not just for us, but for building His kingdom.